Hi guys, I'm live. How you doing? Just get this camera set up just a little bit better. How you doing, guys? Let's see who's on. Nobody. I'm on my own. Hi, Sempre Leave. How you doing, mate? That's all you're bothered about is my eyes. Yeah. You're not bothered about my health. No highs. Hi, Daniel. How you doing, mate? Just get my computer up as well so that I can see a few more messages. Hi, Philip Scott Surety. How you doing? England is blue. Hi. Hi, T City. How you doing? Hey, up. Ian, how you doing, mate? Let's get my old laptop on so I can get everything working. Hi, Chris. How you doing, mate? Avril Smith. Hey, how you doing? You like the shades? I own a Beats. How you doing? Well, today we're going to do the prize draw. Probably, I reckon about 10 to 5. I'll do the prize draw. Cheese on Preliba. The shades. Do you like them, Avril? Do you like the shades? Good to hear. Everything's good with Iona Beats. Hey, Dank Music. How you doing, buddy? Daniel Newman. Will we get a Champions League ban? Well, it's all the rage yesterday. To be honest, I don't think so. It's going to be a very big call for them to take go for a Champions League ban on City. If they do, I think we'll appeal it. I don't think it'd be this next season. And to turn away one of the best teams, on some dodgy rules in the first place, I'm not so sure they'll do that. And I don't think they want to go to court. That's the other option, is to go to court. And I don't think they want to go down that route because it's fraught with danger for UEFA. Blue Moon, Liverpool fans crying about City players sing LA. Daniel, did we do something wrong with FFP? Look, like anybody, you try to not circumvent the rules, but play as close to the wire as you can, closer to the line as you can. And if there are loopholes, people use them. That's the best I can say. We don't really know. We'll have to just wait and see. But it's very tough for UEFA to do much more. Bits and pieces I know about, there's not really much they can do. What's the best they can do? We lied to them more than they thought. I don't think there's much. My honest opinion is the worst that we'll get out of it is a fine. Might be something on squad size like last time. I don't think there's anything else. No news on the new season card renewals. Philip Scott's surety. I reckon they'll do it after the FA Cup. There's rumours, and that's all it is at the moment, rumours that they're going to put the prices up. Won't be great if they do. Daniel Newman, I really don't think UEFA can take a decision this week. Hey, the Gorilla's here. No, Daniel, UEFA can't take a decision this week. They've yet to charge City with anything. They can't make a decision. They can't make a ruling without charging City and without giving City the opportunity to defend themselves in whatever procedure it is, whatever court it is, whatever it is. They have to give City the chance to defend themselves. You've got to do that. So they haven't done that yet. So the first thing is, if there's something there, charge City. Once you charge City, let City defend themselves in open court or whatever the tribunal is, and then if you find City guilty, then come up with the punishment. You can't do everything asked about face here. You can't say without any procedure we're just going to ban you or fine you or whatever. You've got to go through a process. We haven't gone through that process yet, and when we do go through that process, there will be an opportunity to appeal to UEFA's chamber. And also, if we lost that appeal, we could go to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. And I really don't think UEFA would ban us from the Champions League while that due process is going on. So this season, I don't see anything coming from it. Let's see what happens after that. Guys, do you want me to take these shades off? So, if I get lots of thumbs up, I'll take these shades off anyway. Oh, I got one One down vote already. I can't believe that. One down vote. Must have been Chris Welch. Some very ill thought out comments. Yeah, FFP was yesterday. That's gone. Let's move on. You know, we talk today. Really, I'm happy to talk about the Ale storm in the teacup. I think the signing movement to potentially to Bayern Munich and the prize draw. So the prize draw, just checking my clock, will be in about just over 10 minutes time. So, Awais, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? So what should we talk about first? Ale. Should we go with that? Be right back. Awais, you just got here, buddy, and you're going away already. Let's talk about Ale. Now, just in case anybody has been living on the moon in the last 6 months, the Ale song is basically a Mickey takeout of Liverpool for the fact that they lost the Champions League final, and the petition, and they're crying and they're whinging about what happened to Mo Salah, and what Ramos did, and all this, that they're going to win X, Y, and Z, and they won nothing, and all the abuse they give Raheem Sterling, and he actually won something. That's the basics. That's what it's about. Now, the two lines that they're having a go at, the victims of it all. Well, let's be quite honest. It's nothing to do with Hillsborough. It's nothing to do with Sean Cox. Victims of it all is this idea that they've got that anything that happens, it's against them. Any decision made by a referee, and everybody's biased against them. Anything that goes on, it's always against them, and the world is against them. And, it's so ironic that the media is so much in their favour. They wanted them to win the Premier League. They've got so many of their ex-players in the media, and that's the irony of it. So many of them, the journalists and the reporters and pundits, whatever, want Liverpool to do well and win the league, and they're complaining about anything that goes against them. They don't look at all the favourable decisions they've had with the Mo Salah diving. I mean, the one against Chelsea, that was so blatant a dive. He should have been banned for that. He was looking to win a penalty. Nothing. The media didn't say much about it and just let it go. So that's what that line is about. Battered in the streets. I think that basically relates to the fact that Liverpool fans said that, we're going to do X, Y, and Z to the Ukrainian fans, to their ultras. We're going to sort them out. And they didn't sort them out. In fact, the Ukrainian ultras apparently sorted them out. So, Liverpool fans do a lot of really bad stuff on Twitter. You look yesterday, the day before. I'm not using Twitter as an example, but on social media in general. And they talk about David Silva, the situation he had with his prematurely born son last year, and the absolute vile abuse they gave him. Terrible. You can see in the last couple of days, there's been comments from Liverpool fans about hoping that City's plane crashes and City deserve their Munich moment and all that. And you get, you have Liverpool fans, and they have there was that video going around, that sing-along when they were chanting Munich. So there's a lot of rubbish that goes on, and I'm not saying City fans are saints. I mean, you saw the video of Gary Neville being abused and having, I think, beer thrown at him and abuse thrown at him. I deplore that. I deplore that. And any fan who does stuff like that, I deplore, whether they're City fans, Liverpool fans, and any other fans, whatever club. There are always a small proportion of idiots, absolute vile, ignorant fools who make comments like this. Whatever the fan base, City fans do it, Liverpool fans do it, United fans do it, Everton, wherever you go, you tend to get this, okay? It just happens. You can't, stop that. I don't think you can stop that. You can, try and stop it, but it's all fans, it's a working class game. Fans effing blind and all sorts of games, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But to single out City fans over this, it's that victim thing again. It's got nothing to do with Sean Cox, and quite honestly, I don't know why they brought his brother on TalkSport. I mean, it's just to help with the outrage. Now, I'm sure none of you guys out there, and practically all City fans, only wish the best for Sean Cox. Absolutely. And want justice for the Hillsborough 96 and their families. I mean, I lived in Liverpool. I was living in Liverpool during Hillsborough, and it was a really tough time for all of us, whether we were native to the city or not. We really, really felt it. So, to think that's, it is deplorable, anybody who makes fun of those tragedies. But as I said, we've got them. Every club's got these kind of fans. So the players singing it, okay, you're gonna have to point, as Andy said, you're gonna have to actually point out which players were singing it. Now, on a side issue, I'd like to know how your MCFC actually got hold of that footage, who did the footage, and why did they release it. They've got at least 2 million views on Twitter from that video, and I'd like to know how they got it and why they let it released it. Personally, if it was me, if I had that video, I hope I wouldn't have released it. I'd have passed it on to the club and told the club that this was not acceptable and they need to sort it out. I'd have kept it in-house. For example, I was witness to some extremely vulgar, vile, racist language, not aimed at me. It was actually aimed at one of the City players at an away game. And I told the club about that and I actually confronted the person. I actually looked him up and down, and I thought, well, I could probably handle myself against him. So I confronted him, and he did apologise later on. But I still told the club because what he said was way, way, way beyond the line. Now, I didn't release any video footage of that. That was kept in-house and private and done behind, whatever was done by the club was behind the scenes. I didn't release it out into the public domain. I didn't see the necessity to do that because it was being dealt with behind the scenes. And I think this should have been done the same. Your MCFC, they wanted the clicks, they wanted the hits, they wanted the notoriety, the infamy, or whatever you want to call it, and they released it out there. Personally, as I said, I wish if I had it was in the same situation, I wouldn't have released it just for clicks. I'd have passed it to the club and said, this is not acceptable, and got my message across to the club. So, that's that. I'm not going to say anything else about it besides that, the media that want to jump on it, it's bandwagoning again. They don't, I don't think we got the same outrage. When the Liverpool fan threw others in the fountain. We didn't get the same outrage when that looks like the same fan pulled someone's tracky bottoms down in the street. We don't get the same outrage when Liverpool fans do X, Y, and Z. The Munich chants, for instance. And it's on there. If you want to go and look at some stuff from Chris, I think his name is Chris Padgett from the Redmen TV. Now, I tweeted Jim White about this. I don't think they mentioned it. They never wrote back to me or contacted me. But you want to see one of his videos where he is absolutely laying into Chelsea fans. And he calls them absolutely disgusting things. He questions their sexuality. There's a lot of vile, abusive, derogatory language in his rant. Okay? Now, on the Redmen TV, I had a quick look at their website. I believe in the recent past, they've had Kenny Dalglish on there. They've had Lucas Leiva. They've had Bruce Grobbelaar. They've had Jurgen Klopp. Okay? Now, why isn't anybody lambasting those ex-Liverpool players and the current manager? I think they've had Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. Why is anybody lambasting them for going on a channel that is homophobic? Well, that guy was, calling, forgive me for the phrase, calling Chelsea fans rent boys. Why is Jurgen Klopp going on that channel that's promoting that disgusting, vile hatred? Why is he doing it? And Chris Padgett said a lot of those stuff in that disgusting rant of his. Why current Liverpool players, the current Liverpool manager, going on such a channel? Why aren't Liverpool coming out and criticising them and getting some distancing themselves between Redmayne TV and themselves? Because that's disgusting and vile. Okay, and this is not a whataboutery. I'm not trying to change the topic. I'm saying we should always distance ourselves from the people who are doing all this. I don't follow your MCFC on Twitter or any other form of social media. I abhor what those City fans, so-called City fans, the away fans, how they treated Gary Neville. Now, you might not like Gary Neville for whatever, but he's a human being, and you do not do what people did. So, absolute rubbish. Don't do it. It's not called for. It's not acceptable. You just don't do this kind of thing. Hi, Ming. How you doing? So, and Man City as a club should be definitely talking to the players and say, look, you can't be doing this. They should find out who videoed that, why it was released, why the players were caught singing it. It's a bit about being caught as well. And why, these wonderful away fans, who some of them are drugged up, some of them are tanked up on booze, and a lot of people have been drinking for hours and hours and hours before games, why they are allowing tickets to go to these individuals and groups of individuals who are just going to go around abusing away fans, abusing people like Gary Neville, abusing our own players. It's not acceptable. It's up to Manchester City to go and sort this out. All I can do is put this on video. They won't talk to me. But yeah, we'll have a good parade on Monday, as Andy says, and we'll enjoy ourselves. Guys, I've got to take these glasses off because I'm sick and tired, and I'm sure some of you guys were asking me to take them off. So give me a countdown. I'll give you a countdown. I'll take these off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There we go, guys. Glasses off. Hey. How you doing, guys? I've worn these before. I've worn these a few times for videos. Wear my glasses now. Okay, let's get ready. I think it's about time we did this draw. Rubito Blonde. Next 10 pairs, exactly, Dank. No, I'm sure I said that if we get the quadruple, I'll take them all off. But hey, we get the treble, they'll come off. You'll see on the weekend. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Liverpool need to get over it. Let's get the domestic treble and let's move on. Okay, time for this draw now. We've already given, I'll tell you what we've already given away this season. I'm not going to make a £500 donation for Tackle for Manchester. You get me to take the glasses off. You guys raise 500 quid for Tackle for Manchester, and yeah, no problem. Weekend they'll come off. Okay. I'll go through what we've already given out this season, free of charge. Okay? We've given out 2 autographed David White autobiographies. Okay? Signed by David White. Exactly, Brian, champions again. So we've given them out. I can't remember who they went to. I think there was it someone in the Far East and someone in England. They got David White's signed autobiographies, signed by David White. Fantastic prize, and we did that. We've also, I'm about to send this week the 2018 champion shirt signed by Pep Guardiola, Fernandinho, and I think it was Bernardo Silva. Now that's going to Pakistan. That's going to Umair Awain, I think his name is, or Umair Malik. It's going to Umair Malik for the Fantasy Football League that we had this season. I mean, that champion shirt, I don't know how much they cost. I bought it last year. Whatever the price was, 60 quid or whatever it was, 80 quid. You got a champion shirt. An authentic Manchester City champion shirt. You've got it signed by Pep Guardiola. That's bumping that value up straight away. It's signed by Fernandinho and signed by the person who's probably going to get City's Player of the Season, and that's Bernardo Silva. Absolutely fantastic. So unbelievable price. That's going to Umair Malik in Pakistan. Yeah, I'm going to tell him he has to put that shirt on and get at least a picture on our channel wearing that shirt, because this is a really special prize. Free of charge, free posting, everything. Fantastic prize. We've also got the sketches, the artwork, and where the donations will be going to tackle from Manchester. You know, the bids are already, I think everybody's up to £100 minimum. I think there's Aguero's at 210. I think the Centurions is 220. And all the others are at least £100. So that's the Phil Foden signed artwork, the Riyad Mahrez signed artwork, Sergio Aguero signed artwork, Alex Zinchenko signed artwork, and the Centurions. Fantastic prizes, pictures, signed, got authenticity. 150, who's bid 150 quid on Phil Foden? I mean, I bid 100 quid earlier on, and someone's gone up to 150. Fantastic, guys. You know, fingers crossed we're going to get over £1,000 for the Tackle for Manchester charity. Absolutely unbelievable, you guys. Fantastic. 19 line. Come on, Andy. If you don't do it, I will. Here we go. I'm bored. Okay, we're talking about positive stuff. We're talking about the prizes we've been giving out this season. We're talking about the free prizes we're giving out. We're talking about the money we're raising for charity, and that's what I want the focus to be on. I don't want people, you know, trying to distract and deflect. Oh, come on, Andy. That honestly, I thought that Phil Foden would go for about 500 quid, because it's going to be, you know, the guys got this double. If you know, we could be getting the treble this year, and Phil Foden signed it. I think that's worth 500 quid, because in 10 years' time, you know, if he's captain of England and winning big trophies for England, and to say you've got that Phil Foden, that's unbelievable, in my opinion. So anyway, and the current one, the prize we're going to give away today is going to be the 2 Manchester City alien hats made by Me Julie. And if you guys want to contact her, if you want one of these alien hats, she's Me Julie. She's at Me Julie MCFC on Twitter. At Me Julie MCFC on Twitter. Hi, Robert Lang. How you doing, mate? So, fantastic prizes. Go and have a look. I mean, you can see Ben Mendy wearing them. I think Zinchenko's got one. Tommy Doyle, one of the academy kids, he's got one. And you know, these pictures of them wearing it. We had Mahrez wearing it. I think there's 3 or 4 other players. So loads of people wearing these alien hats. And 2 of you guys out there, 2 of you guys are going to get an alien hat. Now, what we've done, everybody, I'm just going to check how many we've got. Everybody who is a subscriber on our YouTube channel and who has got their profile as public, so we can actually see who they are, we'll go into a draw. I'm going to do a random number generator, okay? And we'll have 2 winners of these, okay? Now, they'll go anywhere in the world. Free postage. There's nothing for you to do, nothing for you to pay. These are fantastic prizes. If you want your own, get in touch with Me Julie and see if you can, you know, get one. What Andy and Andy and me, what we're going to do, we're going to donate to a charity, whether it's Me Julie's with Vincent Companies. We will donate some money to a charity for these alien hats. Fantastic prize, free for Man City Fan TV subscribers on YouTube. So, you know, I've got a random number generator, so we've got a list of all the subscribers on YouTube, on our channel, and we've got, yeah, all the subscribers that are public, so we know actually who you are. And that yellow top, it's a beauty, isn't it, Brian? I love this. So, as I said, all the YouTube subscribers on our channel, we've got a list of them, and we're going to use a random number generator. Got my laptop out. We're going to go down this random number generator. I'm going to draw 2 people. We're going to give you I think we've got to give you a time, like, to get in touch, but you've got to get in touch. Everybody who is a subscriber to our YouTube channel and has their profile as public, is going to be in this draw. And I think that anybody who's commenting will have a public profile. You can't have a hidden profile to make these comments. So everybody's going to be there. Now, so I think that includes you, Elias Gaming, everybody. I'm not going to go through the thousands and thousands of people who've got profiles and check where you are, but everybody's there. And what we're going to do, okay, what we're going to do, I think it's fair to give the winners, we'll promote it, we'll mention your names a few times if we don't know who you are. I mean, most people on our YouTube channel who are subscribers, we don't know who they are and where they are in the world. So we'll give you, I think it's reasonable to give you 24 hours, almost 24 hours, probably 23 hours, until 4 o'clock tomorrow to claim your prize. And get in touch with us either on Twitter, you can get in touch with me, I'm at mancity_ray, or Andy at at Aviation Blue. Or you can contact us on by email at mcfcfantv@gmail.com. Right, so we're going to do this draw. You've got till 4 o'clock tomorrow to claim your prize, whoever wins the prize. If we, we're probably not going to know who you are because it's nearly 8,000 or over 8,000 people subscribe to us. So we're going to do this draw any minute now. So let's get going. Let's just close this down so I can see what I'm doing. Get the random number generator out. Random number generator. Sorry, bear with me. Here we go. I'm using I'll give them a promotion because I'm using their random number generator. I'm using a website called Math Goodies. I guess it comes from America. Mathgoodies.com. That's math without the S. In America they can't spell. So it's mathgoodies.com, and they have a random number generator. You can just put whatever number you want to generate up to, and they will come up with a random number. So here goes. I'm going to do the first one. So let's just check how many subscribers we've got. I'll get this right up to date and get a list of everybody. Last time I looked, we had just over 8,100. Yeah, you can see my eyes if you look. Okay, let's have a look at how many we've got. Do we know? 8,111. You beauties. 8,100. I can't even say it now. 8,111 people. Let's get this show on the road. So let's stick that into the random number generator. And let's see what it does. Enter that. Come on, random number generator. I want you to be quicker than that. Okay. It's got a number. Let me have a look down my spreadsheet and see what we have. Number 463. Where's my spreadsheet? So let's go down. Come on, spreadsheet. Get looking. 463. Sorry, bear with me. It may not be that exciting. I think next time we do a draw, we'll have to try and get both of us on, and one can still talk while the other one's doing the draw. Let's go to 463. Let's go down here. Oh, come on, 463. Bear with me, I'm going to have to type it in, 463. Okay, here we go. First winner is Shaya Muhammad Ali. Shaya Muhammad Ali. So let me just make a note of that. Shaya Muhammad Ali. I think, if I'm right, Shaya Muhammad Ali is from Somalia. He's the Mogadishu Massive. So Shaya Muhammad Ali, first winner. Get on to us. You've got until 4 o'clock tomorrow, GMT or whatever, UK time. You've got till 4 o'clock tomorrow. Get in touch with us to claim your prize and we'll sort us out all your details. So let's go back to my random number generator. Oops, wrong page. Let's open my random number generator. Here we go. So that's Shai Muhammad. Let's go again. And well done, Shai Muhammad. Yeah. 1322. Let's go back to my spreadsheet. Spreadsheet. And I want to search for 1322. Okay. Yeah, 1322. And okay, we have second winner is Cameron Dempsey. MCFC 1894. So I'll make a note of that. Cameron Dempsey. Sorry, this is maybe not that exciting. MCFC 1894. So they're second winner. Congratulations, Cameron. Just close that down. So let's get back to talking to you guys. So Cameron Dempsey, 1894. Cameron Dempsey, sorry, I'll get it right. Cameron Dempsey, MCFC 1894. So those are the two winners. I think I've seen him, but I don't know how long ago. That's good to see, you know, they're active on our YouTube channel. You know, when we do live streams or at least commenting under videos. So that's cool. Guys, if you didn't win, if you want one of these alien hats, if you want to buy one, get in touch with me, Julie. You can get in touch with Andy or myself, and we'll put you in touch with me, Julie, and you can get one of these alien hats for yourself. Fantastic, guys. Two who come on here. It's good to get you guys prizes. We love, you know, getting this interactive involvement. I've probably got about 10 or 12 minutes to go, guys. I've got a doctor's appointment. Julio, breaking news. I've got to read this one out. Ian Wright still predicting Liverpool to win the league. That's absolutely fantastic. That's Julio Castaneda. Fantastic. That's top. Yeah, we're going to give loads more prizes. You know, I've got a lot of City gear that I'm going to give away as prizes. I used to do that. I'll tell you stories. When I lived in France, I used to teach English as a part-time job to kids over there. And I used to buy an absolute shed load of City memorabilia and give them out as prizes, free prizes to the kids who worked hard, achieved a lot in the classes that I give. And yeah, there's loads of kids, absolute tons of kids where I used to live, just south of Paris, who've got massive, they used to have these massive fridge magnets. So they've got loads of kids that got these fridge magnets that were quite heavy. And there were loads of kids, I used to get these Man City bags. They're only £1 each at the time. And I think I remember when I used to order stuff, I order 30 of these bags and 20 I'm talking massive fridge magnets. You couldn't carry it. And when I used to buy this stuff, a load of stuff, and I used to go and collect them from the club. And they told me once, you need your own pigeonhole, because what would happen is your surname, you had pigeonholes for every surname, every letter of the alphabet for the surnames. And they'd put them in there, and they said I needed my own because my stuff always filled the pigeonhole up because I used to buy so much stuff. And then I used to give it to the kids. So you got loads of kids who have an affection for Manchester City. So yeah, so go back 10 minutes, guys. So what's left to talk about? We can talk about the prizes, talk about this and that. Robert, we've been through this many times. Unfortunately, Stephen's a bit of a soft lad. You know, Andy made a bit of banter. I mean, Stephen makes banter at us and makes comments. He made comments, and you know, we take it on the chin. We don't care. You know, apparently made a comment that you know, he was looking at changing the name of his channel and said, you know, because people didn't realise that Esteemed Company was anything to do with Man City. A lot of people didn't realise that. And he said, oh, if I'd called myself Man City Fan TV, I'd have got a load of subscribers for free. So, you know, makes a little crack like that. And Andy and myself, to be honest, I'm not bothered, just laugh it off. So that's something he did. Okay? We didn't really worry about it. And Andy made a little bit of, let's call it banter, a little bit of crack back a month or two or whatever later. It was just a joke because, look, there are three main Man City YouTube channels. You've got Ian Cheeseman, Esteemed Company, and us. We're the smallest of the lot. We're way smaller than those other guys. They've been at it a little bit longer. They've got more of a profile anyway. Ian Cheeseman's got the profile for working for City, working for the radio and everything else. And Esteemed Company had a bit of a profile for the Blue Moon Rising TV work that he did. Now, there's only so many subjects you can talk about, and you'll repeat each other's. And we had a joke that, you know, 1 week we did about 4 or 5 videos, and Stephen was doing the same videos or similar subject matters right after us. You know, a day or two later, he'd do the same thing. And, you know, Cheesy was doing this, you know, when he did his stuff. There's always so many topics you can talk about. Now, if you talk to anybody now, what's the topic of today? Well, it's the Ale 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 video. Yesterday, what was the topic? Financial fair play. So you're always going to fall over each other. You're always going to talk about the same thing. So we made a joke that Stephen was doing the same, copying us. It was only a joke. And he took it quite badly. He called Andy a little naughty name. When Andy wasn't there to defend himself or say anything, Andy was doing a podcast. And I responded, you know, you got to stick up for your mate. I didn't respond in a bad way, but I questioned his integrity and authenticity because, you know, he was very much one of these, and other people did the same, that because I'd offered him tickets a couple of times, and free tickets when I had tickets, spare tickets for the games, and he said no, you know. And once, I think I noticed that he went home to do a live stream rather than take a free ticket. Now, you thought, what kind of City fan would do that? Why are you turning down a free ticket? You know, it's his own choice, but you turn down a free ticket to go home and do a live stream, make some money for yourself, but you turn down a ticket to watch City for free. So, you know, I commented on that, and, you know, other people, someone else said, you're taking out more than you're putting in. Now, people can do whatever they like. It was just my opinion that, you know, why would you're focusing on money rather than actually physically following your team when you got the opportunity. So that was his choice, but, you know, but he responded to me in an abusive manner. And he's also said he pays for his own tickets, which we know isn't, I'm pretty sure isn't true, because last season's Carabao Cup final, I believe, he was there as a guest, I believe, for McDonald's. So, you know, I'll put it out there, Stephen, if you weren't a guest for McDonald's and they didn't pay for your ticket at the Carabao Cup final last season, please let us know, okay? You know, you're there, we're not in competition, really, but please let us know if I'm mistaken and McDonald's didn't give you and your girlfriend a free pass. Please let me know, okay? And I'll put it out to our our followers here, and I'll apologise, okay? But if you did get a free ticket, please apologise to me. Apologise to everybody for saying you didn't get a free ticket. And you always pay for your tickets. Now, I was very surprised to hear that. I believe that was his first visit to Wembley, that Carabao Cup final. You know, people's financial circumstances are different. People's priorities are different. I talk to students who say, I save up all my money to go to City games. That's how I spend my money, okay? Yeah, look, everybody's allowed to do what they like. You make content, you can charge or don't charge. That's your choice, okay? Now, you know, some people are unhappy with, but there's lots of people, there's podcasts out there where people don't go to games and they charge and they make money from the podcasts, you know. But what I don't want, you know, and I said people can do what they like, but don't lie, don't deceive people. And I said, once you start going down the route of making videos purely for making money, you're shortchanging your followers. You're cheating them. You know, you're losing your credibility, your integrity. Now, if you're sticking out crap videos because of the size of your subscriber base, you're going to get 7, 8, 10,000 views, and you're putting crap out just to get those views, just to make whatever money you can make, 30 quid or whatever from that video, personally, I believe that's wrong. Other people, that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. You know, some people might think and Stephen said this, our production quality, is laughable. That's his opinion. He's entitled to it. And I don't mind people saying our production quality is no good, you know, because we're focused on our content. You know, we don't spend thousands of pounds on our software. We're focused on our content. We're not whizzes with cameras and with editing and all that, okay? We're focused on the content. We research, do our stuff, we put content out there, okay? And we're not as bothered about the product. Yeah, we're trying to make it better. You know, any of you guys want to help? You know, we're always willing to have us help and assistance. We want our content. It would be nice to have our production quality better, but we're focused on what our content is. And it's really rich for people who promote their content and promote their production qualities above their content. You know, have you got your priorities right? And when we see that their production quality is lacking, if you can't spell properly, sorry mate, you know, use a spell checker. So we all make mistakes, but don't start criticizing other people for their production quality when you can't spell correctly. Yeah, we know, we've seen. So there was all that, okay? And I think also it irked me that the night that this happened, I took a lot of abuse, personal abuse, directed at me. It was vile, a lot of vile stuff. And Stephen didn't tell his followers to say, lay off, that's beyond the limit. Now, when I've seen someone go a step too far, I've seen that against Liverpool fans. You know, on our channel, we ask you to behave, be polite, be respectful. And if people aren't, we'll either put them in timeout. If they go too far, we'll ban them from the channel. Simple as that. You've seen it. We'll ban City fans. We'll ban anyone who is abusive, disruptive, there's a line. We all know where that line is. You go too far, you're off. You're off permanently. You're a bit annoying, we might put you in timeout. But we had about at least 30 comments on our YouTube channel in the next 24 to 48 hours that had to be removed and people blocked because there was racist stuff, there was a lot of abuse. So, you know, that was disgusting, and we had to remove those people. So, you know, if your followers go beyond the line, you should step in and try and stop it. And sadly, Stephen didn't. He has a good laugh. Hey, that's his choice, you know. It's. I think Andy calls him a snowflake and a mad ass. I just say soft, weak, and yeah, you know, he's not got the thick enough skin for this. You know, he's happy to criticize others and take the mick out of them, but he doesn't like it when it's given back to him. And I've seen, you know, we try and, you know, I've been very different today because normally we respond to your comment. I mean, I would suggest we respond to about 70%, 80% of comments on our on our YouTube videos. We respond to almost everything. And, you know, we want to interact with you guys. And people complain about other channels, Stevens and others, where people are just ignored. Some big channels just totally ignore people, you know, their supporters, and they only shout them out when they're paying. Yeah? So they're only shouting people out if they're paying as a Patreon or they're paying as something else. You know, it's ridiculous, you know. I always say, people, everybody's special. Everybody should be treated equally. Just because you pay me some money shouldn't make me treat you any better than somebody who doesn't pay. Okay? Now, I might give an extra shout out, you know, but we shout out people. We don't ask you for money. We love what we do, you know. And I remember when, and this is the last thing I'll say on this for the time being, the BMR TV was a great channel. We used to love it. Okay? But the company that owned them pulled the money out. They pulled the plug and said, we're not going to give you any money because you're not making us any money, basically. I think, let's read between the lines. So they stopped putting the money in. The presenter said, if you're not paying us, basically, just about everybody, we're not doing it. We're not going to do this for free, okay? So they stopped doing BMR TV, Blue Moon Rising TV. And so, because of money. Without money, not doing it, okay? So, you know, we're not getting paid. We're still not monetized the channel, okay? We're still not getting any money off YouTube. We're not getting any money off anybody. Everything we promoted, we've done it for free, whether it's been Tackle for Manchester, whether it's been David White's book, whether it's been Sharon Latham, whether it's been Leslie Ross, whether it's been me, Julie. Everything we promoted has been totally for free. Okay, Save Association charity. Andy went out and got some polos made up and some hoodies made up with the name of the charity. That's the charity that David White's involved with. We went out of our own money and paid for these polo shirts and the hoodies to promote Save Association. I went on TV. Well, they wouldn't let us wear it because they said it was branding. But yeah, Paper Letter Kiam. When we do Paper Letter, you know, I'm going to change my name to something really long. So if you write my name, it won't be Ray. It'll be Raymondo or whatever. So, you know, everybody can do whatever they like. So, you know, if you want to put out videos to make money, do so, but be honest. Don't try and kid and con your subscribers by putting out shit just to make money. Okay? If you're putting out quality stuff, my opinion is, great, ask people for money. If you're putting out shit just to make money, that's devaluing your fans. You're taking the mick out of them. It's not on. It's not acceptable. And that's my opinion. And guess what? I'm entitled to it. And I'm entitled not to be abused on Twitter for having that opinion. Okay, finally, I've got to go to the doctors, guys. I've got an appointment in, so you've got 3 minutes. 3 more minutes, guys, okay? They don't get on, Kim. Look, I'll say this as well. Ian Cheeseman used to work on the radio on XS Manchester, okay? Now, for whatever reason, Cheesy was moved on and Stephen was moved in. Stephen, and you've got some of they've called it Blue Moon Rising. They have their slot. But they're doing this thing with the United, they have this Manchester Footy Social, I think that's what it's called. And it's mostly Man United. It's mostly shit from Man United. And the City get very little look in. Now, I personally wouldn't want to be on a channel that give priority and promoted the Man United and actually let them take the mick out of City so much. So, you know, why would you do it? You know, I suspect there's money involved. They want your profile to be higher. You want to make more money. We've been quite happy doing bits and pieces of media this year, but we've turned down absolute shed loads. Turned down Sky Sports. Last week, Sky Sports wanted to interview us. We said no. Okay, we refused to do Sky Sports. Turned down the BBC. Turned down Channel 4. Turned down Channel 5. Turned down an American channel. Turned down South American channel. You know, some of them we turned down because of, for whatever reason, or we just don't want to do it. We've been on various media outlets. Turned down Premier League Productions. You know, Premier League Productions wanted to interview me. I think before the game against, was it Spurs in the Champions League? Or the FA Cup semi-final. I said, hey, you know, you want to interview me the day before the game? I'm in London. You know, people are doing interviews on the day of a game, of an away game. And I said, well, I can't go. I'm not doing an interview. And they will find somebody. They will find somebody who's not going to the game to do the interview. So it is what it is. People can do whatever they want. Got 1 minute left, guys. Sorry. You know, I've been on for 50 minutes. I've got to go to the doctor. I can't miss my appointment. It's really bad to miss your appointment with the doctor. And I've got to get there. I really don't know Bear Eats, what a name, where the best spot for the parade. I won't be able to go because I've got my kids to look after. Sadly, you know, well, I'm glad to look after my kids, but I can't say to them for the parade. It's just, you know, that's how life is. It's now, it's just a check-up. You know, I'm not dying, guys, don't worry. Chris Welch, I think Chris Welch has burnt his bridges. I know you want more, Andy. I know I want to do more, but time's up, you know. I've got to go and see the doctor. Can't miss my appointment, guys. If you like the video, give it a like. If Andy might, if he's got time, he might come on and continue the chat, because I think, you know, today's been a decent video. I've had fun. It'll come off, mate. We win the treble. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, promise you guys, weekend. You know, there'll be some videos on if we win the FA Cup final without me glasses. Guarantee it. So, guys, yeah, stuff the Liverpool Echo. You know, I hate. You know, there's too much. Too many idiots out on social media, and his wife won't be happy. Hey, there's a dirty joke in there, Andy, but I'll let you go. I'll let that go. Right, guys, I've overstayed my welcome. I've been on 49 minutes, and Doctor won't wait for me. So, guys, you know, you've been absolutely magic. I've really enjoyed today. Really enjoyed it. Just remember, I've got my notes. Shai Muhammad Ali, the Mogadishu Massive. He won one of the Me Julie hats. And Cameron Dempsey, MCFC 1894. He won another. Thanks, that music. Take care, guys. So great prizes. If you want to meet Julie Hart, contact Andy or myself on Twitter. That's at Aviation Blue or at ManCity_Ray, and we'll pass it on to me, Julie. And he'll go live. Hopefully, I'll catch him after I've been to the doctors. Let's see. Take care, guys.